Hi everyone, welcome back to Kat's Book Corner. We talk about all things book and bookish. This one is late, is real late. I had a very busy weekend, so I didn't really have time to film and all, which kind of made me a little upset. And then I was busy on Monday and Tuesday, so here we are on Wednesday. But it'll be fine. Like I said before, like the next couple videos up until probably Thanksgiving aren't gonna be what I'd like them to be because I haven't been reading and I don't know if I'll be really able to read much in the next month. So we're just gonna be doing with like this sort of format for a while, which is annoying because I kind of miss when I'm like fully out in my thoughts, but can't really help it. But this one is a fall book tag. I did my birthday one last week because it was my birthday, but here's just for fall. And there's 15 questions. This one will be like a little longer. Okay. Number 1, a book that will always remind you of fall and autumn. Now I have 2 for this one, and there's for different reasons why there's 2. The first one is Ember in the Ashes by Sabriya Tara. This one only feels like fall to me because I read it for the first time in fall, and I think it's the book that pushed me to make this channel, and I started in the fall, so next month will be the anniversary. That'll be fun. But it pushed me to sort of make this, so I always think of it like fondly and like in sort of fall. So like that one is more like a memory thing more than like the feeling of the book gives me fall vibes. That one just like has a lot of memories attached to it, so I like that. But I do really like it because it's pretty much a lot of what I want in a fantasy book. Like there's hints of romance, but it's not too much. It's just little bits. There's like war and there's like questioning like your beliefs and stuff. There's an alliance, there's a rebellion, there's so much good stuff in that. And you get 2 characters who are both pretty compelling on their own, so you're not like, oh, I can't wait until we get into these chapters where it's just about this specific character, or until we get into these chapters about this specific character. You're like, I want to know about both of them. And there's even like other characters you're like, I want to know more about them too, because they're also really interesting. And like the trials, it's so good. And like the entire system of like, I don't know, I really liked it. Okay, now moving on to the one that like really gives me fall vibes. It's Freeing Lindenhurst by Elle Cassidy. That's a haunted house book. Like obviously it gives fall vibes. It gives pretty good vibes actually, because I bought it for my birthday, I want to say 7 years ago. It was a very long time ago. I got signed by the author. It was my first ever signed book, and I was really proud of that. And I read it, and it was so good. And it's haunted housey. It takes place on Halloween, which is my favorite holiday. And there's like, there's just so much I love about it. I have been taking to my head that like, there's only one book, because I don't like the second book. I really don't, because I don't find it necessary. There's so much in that book that annoys me, the second one, because they are just bringing up problems that we solved in the first one. And one that really bugs me about that one. Well, there's 2 things that really bug me. So spoilers for Freeing Lindenhurst Into the Tunnels, which is the second one. Number 1, they call him Ghost Boy and don't believe him that he saw a bunch of ghosts on Halloween, when the entire town saw the ghosts. Every single one of them saw them. So I really don't know what they're doing. And 2, I get that he's angry that he moved out of his childhood home that had the memories of his mom, but he's also one of the ones who chose to live there. It wasn't fully his dad's choice. They both made that choice. So it's just, and the relationship that is with his dad, I get it. It's because he's a teenager and he's finally going through his grief. But they had such a great relationship in the first book. I don't understand why it changed so drastically. But I love the first one. The first one was perfect in my opinion. So it's perfect. Okay, question number 2. What is your favorite autumnal book cover? Now, I don't really pay attention to book covers because I honestly don't care what they look like. Because I normally just display like the spines and stuff. I don't really display like the full cover. But the one that I really like is The Forgetting by Sharon Cameron. There'll be a picture here. But like there's like, it's a tree with like leaves falling. Of course, that's an entire theme of the book with the leaves falling. There's a reason for that. But like, it looks like a fall tree, and it's a really pretty tree, and I really do like it. I think it's cool. Like, I don't know, I really do like that cover. There aren't many other covers that I could think of that sort of give off fall vibes without like repeating it, because obviously Frank Lindenhurst gives fall vibes because it's a scary book. Not scary, it's like a spooky ghost book. But I don't know, I like it because of the tree. And like, the petals, like, because the petals fall, it's like it's fall. And like, even that book is basically about seasons. Of course, the seasons are the knowing and the forgetting. So it's like, there's only like really like 2 seasons. And like the seasons start when the petals fall. And like, there's a reason for that. And I'm like, okay. But I really did like it. And this was one of the books where I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. And then I ended up loving it. Well, not loving it, but like, it was good. I probably will read it again at some point. I don't know when though. So, I don't know. But I really do like that cover. I think it's pretty. And even the second book, The Knowing, I'm not going to put a picture here, but The Knowing has a pretty cover too with the tree. Okay, number 3. Now this one isn't book related at all. It's just, there's like, I think 2 or 3 questions here that are like aren't book related, but they're like more fall related, which I don't really care because I like talking about fall because it has 2 of my favorite things in it. It has my birthday, number 1, and it has Halloween, which is my favorite holiday. I love it so much. But this one, what is your favorite autumnal drink to read with? Now, I don't like to drink, like, other than water and stuff. Like, I very much don't like other beverages. I really don't. I haven't had soda in like 10 years. I'll drink like chocolate milk sometimes. Like, it's just, I don't honestly like other things other than water. But when it gets to fall, sometimes I will have a hot chocolate once in a while. And I really do like hot chocolates. I don't have them often. I think that's why I still like them. But I think those are my favorite autumn drinks because it's hot and it's nice and makes you nice and warm. And I remember having it after like going out in the snow, or specifically after when we watch Polar Express in my family. It's a tradition we do, like during Christmas time, we'll watch the Polar Express and then we'll drink hot chocolate during the hot chocolate song. Which, it's always so nice because, I don't know, I really, really do enjoy a hot chocolate once in a while. Not as much as other drinks like water, because water is like the thing I drink all the time, but like once in a while a hot chocolate is really, really good. So, yeah. Just, okay, number 4. Okay. What is the ultimate comfort read for you? This one I have read twice, but I think it will always be a comfort read for me. Now, there are other books I could put here. Like, I could put Six of Crows. That's just such a good comfort read for me. I could put plenty of the other books I've reread over the years that are a comfort to me. But I put Spider-Man: The Darkest Hours Omnibus by Jim Butcher, Keith R.A. DeCentio, and Christopher L. Bennett. Because it's Spider-Man. I've said this many, many times before, but, well, I didn't even plan on wearing this shirt today, but, like, Spider-Man, best superhero, my favorite superhero, like, 100%. I grew up watching all of the old, like, from, like, the 60s to, like, the 90s cartoons of Spider-Man. Like, every Saturday, that was what me and my dad did. We watched Spider-Man. It was, like, our thing. Like, I grew up loving Spider-Man, and like reading these books, it felt like I was like watching the show in my head, but like with like different plots finally. And it was so good because we get like so many like little funny things that are funny to me but aren't really funny to anyone else unless they've like watched those shows religiously like I did. Like there's Jigsaw Jameson, which no one finds funny but me, but I find it hilarious. Then there's the trench coat and fedora thing that all the villains wear. I find that hilarious as well, that no one else does. But there's just so many funny things. And also Felicia's in it. Felicia Hardy, the Black Cat, my favorite person. Oh, I love it so much. And just Peter Parker being Peter Parker. Like, oh, I love it so much. He is my favorite, and I love it so much. Okay. Number 5. When I'm not reading, what is my favorite autumnal activity? Now, I don't really do much. Like, I honestly don't. I really don't do much, which is, you know, kind of surprising sometimes when, like, I'm busy. I've got work. I've got school. I've got this. I'm reading. Well, not right now, but, like, I'm busy. I'm a busy person. As much as I, like, hate being busy, I am busy, and I kind of hate it. But, like, when I'm not doing things, I do like to write sort of stories. Sometimes they, like, take elements from the seasons, which is fun. I'll do that. But my favorite thing to do, like, in, like, September, October time is Halloween prep. Now, for me, it's a lot different than other people. Because I have to have a good costume. And I have a good one. I'm dressing up as, like, a fae this year. Oh, and I'm so excited. I might put a picture in my next video after Halloween and stuff. But, like, I'm excited. But, like, I have to plan the outfit, make sure it looks good. Then I have to, like, buy bits and pieces. Because I like to make my own sort of costumes. Not, like, fully handmade. I like to piece together different outfits and stuff. Like, this one, I'm using an old dance costume. And I'm using a skirt that I have. And I have horns. And I'm going to do my hair a weird way. And I have boots. Like, I'm piecing together a bunch of things for this. Like, I'm real excited for this. Like, really excited. But, like, normally my planning starts at, like, August-ish and then goes to, like, middle of October. Like, I will plan the entire costume, and it's one of my favorite things to do. Oh, and it's so fun. And I love it so much. I don't know. Halloween's always been one of my favorite holidays, so it's always been sort of, like, this big for me. Okay. Number 6. Now this one I can actually show you because I have the books here. So this one is what is on your autumnal fall reading list. There are 2 that I'm going to talk about. Of course, we know them already. But it is Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider, which I have no idea what this book's about, so it's kind of fun. But I am excited for this. And it kind of looks fall-y, doesn't it? It's got, like, flowers and, like, butterflies. Like, it looks kind of fall-y, which I kind of like. But there's this one, which I have no idea what it's about, but I am kind of excited. So there's that one. I mean, of course I have other ones, but there's only 2 I really want to talk about because I'm excited for those 2. And then there's the Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy, which I heard this one is like a spin on a Dramini fic, which I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Dramini, though I do get it, and it would be fun if I didn't fully support Ron and Hermione, because I love Ron and Hermione. They are my favorites. But if I didn't, if I was like most of the other people in the fandom being like, Ron and Hermione don't work together, I feel like I would put her and Draco together. But I think that was like an idea based upon this. Like that'll be cool, because it'll be like fully enemies to lovers, because that's what they are. So I am excited for that. Like, really, really excited, actually. So there is that. Okay, the next one is in fall. Name a book with a very vivid setting. Now this one, I think it might be a little bit of cheating, but Darker Shade Magic by V. Schwab. It has a very vivid setting. Technically, it has 3 very vivid settings. It's got Grey London, Red London, and White London. It's got 3 very vivid Londons. Like, I could fully imagine all 3 of those in my head. Like, Grey London, obviously, it's like the 1800s actual London. Like, there's a king on the throne, there's a bunch of other, like, there's carriages, like, there's, like, stuff I can actually, like, imagine. Like, it's actual London. Like, that one's not hard to imagine. Like, that one's, bleh. It's like, it's great. Then there's Red London, which, it has, like, the red river, and it has, just, like, the tinge of, like, red in the air because of the magic, and, like, it feels alive and breathing, and, like, there's a magic everywhere, and, like, there's the palace, and, like, and then, like, there's White London, where it's all, like, crumbling, but also sleek, and, like, tight, and it's, like, you can tell things are dying here. Like, it looks drained, it looks, and it's, like, I can imagine all 3 of those so vividly. And I can even imagine Black London, even though we weren't ever presently there, but the way that they were describing it, I could very vividly, like, feel what Black London would look like. Like, dilapidated, drained, fully, like, corrupt. I am excited to read the next book to see if they're as vivid as the others, but okay. Name a book that is beautifully written but also deals with heavy topics like loss or grief. The Midnight Library. Obviously, it has a lot of grief, it has a lot of loss in it. But it also has, like, that feeling of, like, I don't really know how to describe it, but, like, coming into yourself, or coming, like, home, basically, to be reborn, like, to finally understand and just rise above the ashes, basically. Like, it gives you so much hope, and, like, at first it, like, takes away that hope and, like, drains it and dries it, and then you're like, I don't really know what's happening anymore, and then it gives you so much more hope. Like, it fully, like, being like, you know what, I can do this, I can survive this. I just, The Midnight Library, it makes me cry. It really, really does, because the themes of that book and the way it's written, because it's written in a way where you feel like you're in Nora's shoes, even though it's written in, I think, 3rd person, which I don't mind. I really don't mind persons, but it makes you feel like you're in her shoes and you're making some of the same choices as her, and you're thinking, like, what choices would I want to go back and change? But then sometimes you realize, would it even matter if you change them? Would you still be happy, or would you still be the same as you are? And, like, you can be like, you can make your own happiness. It's just, I love it so much. It's so good. Okay. Okay. Share a nonfiction book that taught me something new. I don't read nonfiction books as a point of, well, actually, I don't read them because I don't like them. I don't like real things. I like fantasy. I don't like nonfiction. I find it, well, most of the time, I find it boring. And I don't know, like, sometimes I'm like, maybe, and then sometimes I'm like, yeah, no, I can't. Like, nonfiction is just, I can't do it sometimes, because sometimes I'm like, this is real, like, this actually happened. Like, I can't pace myself away from it, because I'm like, this actually happened. There are a few exceptions, like a bunch of science books I've read, obviously, because I'm a science person. So I'm like, I can deal with science stuff. I like that. But like this is the one I like read recently, which was like a year ago, which is The Night Lives On by Walter Lloyd, which is about the Titanic. Now, I love researching the Titanic because I find it interesting. Like my whole report, I did a whole report on it years ago about how the disaster changed the entirety of sea travel, because it did. Like, because of what happened, because of that tragedy, it changed so much. Like, it in turn caused so many laws to be put into effect in order to prevent something like that from happening again. So I like reading accounts of the Titanic to see like what people actually went through that, because that's something I can distance myself from because it's been over 100 years, so I can sort of put a bit of perspective on it. So I guess that's the only nonfiction book I read recently. Okay. Name a fictional family, household, friend that I would want to be a part of. The Crows. The Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I want to be part of the Crows. I want to be a crow. I would get the tattoo too. I would get the cup. I would get the cup on my arm, and I would be one of the crows. I would. Although I don't know if I could handle the flirting that Kaz and Injun do, because I love it. I do. They're my favorite couple, even though they're not a couple, and they probably won't be because they both got issues. Like, I don't know if I could handle their flirting, because they both don't know that they're flirting, but they are, and it's hilarious. It is so funny. And I don't know if I could handle Nina and Matthias's flirting, or Jasper and Waylon's flirting, because I would be the odd man out, because they all have a significant other and I don't. But it would be so fun to meet the Crows because they're such good friends. Like, it's such a good friend like circle. And like, they all have their skills. They've got Kaz, the leader, and like the thief. Then they've got Injun, who's like the spy and the wraith. And then they've got Matthias, who's the soldier and like basically their inside man. Then they got Nina, who's like the magic user, and like she can like seduce people. Then you got Waylon, who's the uppity bomb smart guy. Then there's Jasper, who's like guns and gambling. Oh, I would love to be part of the Crows. Like, I would fully get the cup, and I would get the crow tattoo. I really would. Okay. Share a book wherein someone is telling a story. Now, there are plenty of books I could use. Like, I could use Name of the Wind, because that basically is the entire point of that book, is Quoth is telling a story. Now, I loved the first Name of the Wind book. I really did. But this isn't my answer, because the second one dragged on too much. Now, I still will read the third one if it ever comes out, because I did enjoy a lot of it, so there's that. But the book I'm talking about, I think it might necessarily be a bit of cheating, because you only really get one line that this is someone telling a story, but it's Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Because technically, at the beginning of each book, it says, these are transcribed. Like, this is a story that we're telling. This was years ago. Like, we're not necessarily in this present time. This is from a while ago. So I'm like, okay. So technically, it's a story within a story, which I can get on with. And I think it's so funny. But that means I only know one person survives. I only know Jasenia survives because she's the one who transcribed the story, which is a little worrying. Because I want to know who else survived. I don't know if Xaden or Violet or Imogen or Riddick or Sloane or Arik or Dane or Sawyer, Imogen, I said Imogen, or Garrick or Bodhi or like Brennan or literally any of these other people survive. I have no clue. And I really want to know, but I kind of don't want to know also, because I'll have to wait like a year and a half for the fourth one, and then I'll have to wait another 2 years for the fifth one. So I'm like, do I really want to know? But yeah, I do. Okay. Share a dark, creepy read. Now, I have two for this one. I have a dark one and I have a creepy one. Although I don't read creepy books because they scare me and I like to sleep, so I don't. But the dark one is the Mind F series by S.C. Abbey. It is dark, like dark, dark. I think this is the darkest one I've ever read. But the romance in itself with Logan and Lana is incredibly fluffy, and I love it. So cute, so nice. I love it. But the actual story with Lana and like her past and why she does what she does, incredibly dark. Incredibly dark. Like, I could not fully read through that one scene without putting the book down for a bit because I was crying. So that one is incredibly dark. Now, here's a creepy one. Well, creepy, not really. It's the Mighty Nine, The Nine Eyes of Lucian by Madeleine Roux. It's creepy-ish. Because if you watch the campaign, which I did, I watched the second one. I haven't fully started the fourth one yet, even though it started a month ago. I haven't started it yet, but I will. The second one, it's like, because you get in Lucian's head, obviously. So, like, when you're getting the perspective of Molly is still in there, and he's fighting to be like, hey, it's still me. Like, oh, and it's heartbreaking, and it's sad, and it's like, you really don't know what else to do because he's trying not to fight his friends, but he can't really stop it because Lucian's the one in control, not him. So he really doesn't know what to do, and it's just, it's heartbreaking, but it's also kind of creepy because you're like, this is what he was thinking during those final battles, during those final moments. It's like, it kind of puts everything into perspective, and I'm like, I hate it, but I love it. So, there is that. Okay. A heartwarming read that could warm up anyone on a cold and rainy day. Now, I have two. The One That Got Away with Murder by Trish Lundy, because I think it's adorable. I think it's cute, even though it's a murder mystery. Obviously, it's a murder mystery. It's not meant to be cute, but I think it's cute because Robbie is adorable. Like, Robbie is the kind of guy that I would love to date. Like, he's so sweet, and it's, how could anyone ever have thought he was a murderer? He is adorable, and I don't think anyone could have, like, I think he's cute. Robbie is why I loved that book. Although I did love Lauren and all the other stuff, but like, Robbie is why I put it here, because Robbie is adorable. And I love Robbie. He's awesome. He's really, really awesome. Okay, now here's the one that I put here for the plot. Not just because I liked Robbie. The Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Marrier. Because it's funny, it's adorable, like, with the villain and Evie and, like, their banter, it's cute. And, like, the story, even though, like, there's also kind of dramatic points, it's, like, funny, it's a comedy. It's, like, I would love to see a full movie about this, although I kind of wouldn't, because movies sometimes ruin books, so I'm like, I don't know, maybe. But, like, I think it's funny. And, like, even though there's a plot, there's kind of not. Like, there's a plot, but, like, that's not the important part. The important part is the banter between the villain and Evie. And, like, she's basically working, like, as the villain's assistant, like, as the title says. And it is funny that, like, the villain would ever actually need an assistant. And I think it is hilarious. Ugh. It's so funny. I can't wait to read the other ones, too, because I'm sure they'll be just as funny. Okay. Number 14. Name an old favorite that I would like to return to soon. Now, I have two. Again, Prisoner of Azkaban. I always love to read it in the fall. I don't know why, considering a lot of the plot takes place way after fall. Like, you get Sirius Black breaking into the castle on Halloween, obviously, but, like, not really fall. But, like, then there's, like, the whole thing at the end with the moon. I'm not going to say much because I know my sister's watching this one and I don't want to spoil it because this is my favorite one. But also, it feels so heartwarming. And the Marauders, they always give me fall vibes for some reason. But, like, I don't know why. Like, the Marauders themselves give me fall vibes. Like, the four of them. So, I really, really, really do like that. So, yeah. And this one, like, the next one, I've been dying to reread, but I don't own any of the, I own the last 3 in the series. I don't own the first 3, but I might buy them. Like, I really, really might, because I want to reread them, like, so bad, because it's been years. It's The Land of Stories by Chris Colfer. I want to reread them so much, because I'm forgetting details. Like, I remember the entire plot. Like, I remember the wishing spell, which is the first story, and I remember the whole staff they have to build for the second one, and I remember, like, the war that's coming in the third one, and I remember bits of the fourth one. I didn't read the fourth one as much. And I remember, like, the entirety, the plot of the fifth one, which is finding allies, and then I remember the sixth one, which is the end. But, like, I'm missing details. Like, there's so much that I do remember. There is a lot that I do remember about these books, but there is so much that, like, I don't remember. And I would love to reread them to finally be like, oh, wait, that's what this is from. So, yeah. Okay, and last question. Some of my favorite cozy time reading accessories. There aren't many, there really aren't. But, like, when I'm reading at home, because I can't really do a lot of what I would do at home here, but normally I will pull a blanket, like, all around my legs and fully, like, wrap myself in it. And then I have, like, a sweatshirt with my hood up normally, because I like to hide. I will put my hood up and I would, like, hunch down, which isn't good, because sometimes when I'm done, I feel really uncomfortable. But, like, I will hunch down, and, like, I'll have my tabs, like, on my legs, and, like, I'll have my headphones on with, like, ambiance music on. Like, I like to be, like, hidden. And sometimes I'll even, like, pull the blanket, like, completely over me and just hide in, like, a corner, like, on a beanbag and just hide. Which, it's fine. I think it's funny that, like, that's why I read. Like, I read, like, hidden. Which doesn't make sense, because most of the books I read, I mean, some are, like, you know, spicy. Some are, like, I don't really know if I should be, like, reading this in front of my parents. But, like, a lot of the books I read, like, a bunch of the fantasy ones, I'm like, why am I hiding? I don't need to hide. I just do. And even thinking about it, I hid even when I was, like, reading in school and stuff. Like, I would always, like, punch under my desk with my book. I don't understand why. But it's what I did, and it doesn't really make sense to me. But, like, when I was writing down this question and the answers to it, I'm like, why do I do that? Because I honestly don't know. It's just a habit I've had for, like, I think I know what it is. Because when I just started reading when I was in 3rd and 4th grade, I was reading when I wasn't supposed to. I think that's why I still have that habit. Because I would hunch down and, like, pretend I was doing work, but I was reading. I think that might be what it is. Because I was always used to hiding it, but now I just hide it. Well, if you like this one, even though it was late, and I promise the next one will probably be also on Wednesday, so it'll also be kind of late, but not really. But if you liked this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, everyone.